My stepdaughter called me mom in front of her friends. I married Mason 3 years ago. His daughter Zoe was 9 back then. Her real mom left when she was 5 and only shows up maybe twice a year for a few hours. I never tried to replace her. I figured Zoe would come around when she was ready, but she always just called me by my name. Paige, just Paige, never mom. It hurt more than I wanted to admit. I'd hear other kids at the park yell mom and I'd look up automatically, then remember, Zoe would never call me that. She'd just say Paige from across the playground. I'd smile and wave and pretend it didn't break my heart a little. Last Friday, Zoe asked if I could take her to the mall with her friends. They wanted to shop for the school dance next week. I said yes immediately. I always said yes when Zoe wanted me around. Mason jokes that I spoil her too much, but I don't care. Every moment she wants me there feels like I'm doing something right. That afternoon, I picked up her friend Ruby. First, Ruby jumped in talking about dresses and shoes. Then we got Leah, who brought a whole list of stores she wanted to hit. Zoe sat in the front seat, scrolling through her phone, showing me pictures of dresses she liked. Then we pulled up to the last house. A girl I'd never met came running out. She had her hair in a high ponytail and was wearing ripped jeans. Zoe turned to me and said, "This is Quinn. She just transferred to our school this month." Quinn opened the door and tossed her purse in. She looked at me and said, "Who are you?" Zoe didn't even pause. "This is my mom." I froze. My hands gripped the steering wheel. I looked at Zoe and she was staring at her phone like she hadn't just said the most important thing she'd ever said to me. I felt tears starting, but I blinked them back fast. I tried to act normal, but my voice cracked when I said, "Okay, let's go, girls." Zoe glanced at me and saw my face. She gave me this tiny smile. "Don't cry about it," she whispered. "I'm not crying." I lied, wiping my eyes. "You're totally crying," Ruby said from the back. The whole drive to the mall, I kept replaying it. "My mom," she said. "My mom. Not Paige, not my dad's wife. My mom." Quinn didn't question it. Nobody did. It was just true. We got to the mall and the girls ran toward the first store. I followed behind, watching Zoe laugh with her friends. She kept looking back to check I was still there. I gave her a thumbs up and she smiled. They dragged me into every store. The one with sparkly dresses, the shoe store where Leah tried on 20 pairs. Zoe kept asking my opinion on everything, like suddenly what I thought mattered. After an hour, Zoe found this beautiful blue dress. She tried it on and came out looking nervous. "What do you think?" she asked. "I think you look absolutely perfect," I said. Her face lit up. "Really? Really? Can we get it?" she asked quietly. "Of course we can," I said. She hugged me right there in the middle of the store. "Thank you," she whispered. Then even quieter, she added, "Mom." She said it just for me this time. Her friends didn't hear, but I did. My heart felt like it was going to explode. We bought the dress and spent another hour shopping. Zoe stayed close to me the whole time. When her friends would run ahead, she'd wait and walk with me. On the drive home, all the girls were talking about the dance. Zoe was in the front seat, holding her shopping bags and smiling. When we pulled into our driveway, she grabbed her stuff. Before she got out, she looked at me and said, "Today was really fun. We should do this more. Anytime you want," I said. She nodded and started to leave. Then she stopped and turned back. "Paige, yeah? Can I ask you something?" "Of course. Is it okay if I call you mom? Like all the time?" My eyes filled with tears again. "I'd love that more than anything." "Okay, good," she said. "Because I've wanted to for a while, but I didn't know if you'd want me to." "Are you kidding? I've wanted you to since the day I met you." She smiled this huge smile and said, "Okay, mom." Then she ran inside with her bags. I sat in the car crying happy tears. Mason came out to check on me. I told him what happened and he started crying too. We sat there together, just completely overwhelmed. That was 2 weeks ago. She calls me mom every day now. This morning she asked me to help her get ready for the dance. When I finished her hair and makeup, she looked in the mirror and smiled. "You look beautiful," I said. She hugged me and whispered, "Thanks, mom. I love you." "I love you too," I said. And I meant it with everything I have.